on just right.
It could be for hat to shoes to pay.
But I think the most likely reason of all is that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
Whatever the reason, his heart was shoes. He stood on Christmas Eve eating the booze.
Staring down from his cave with a sour, gritty frown at the warm-lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every who was busy now. For he knew every who beneath was busy now, hanging their mistletoe wreath.
And they're hanging their stockings.
He snarled.
Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here.
Then he grabbed with his Grinch fingers, nervously drumming.
I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming.
For tomorrow he knew. All the good girls and boys were bright early, and they rushed their toys. And then, the noise.
Noise. Then the Who's young and old would sit down to a feast. And they'd feast.
And they'd feast.
And they'd feast.
Feast. Feast. Feast. They'd feast on who pudding and rare who roast beef.
Which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least.
And then they do something he liked least of all.
Every who down and who, both tall and small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand.
And who'd start singing?
They'd sing.
And they'd sing.
And they'd sing.
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 Sing!
And the more the Grinch started to sing Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought,
I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how?
then he got an idea.
An awful idea.
The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
I know just what to do.
The Grinch laughed in his throat. And he made a quick Santa Claus hat and coat. He chuckled and clucked.
What a great Grinchy trick. With this hat and this coat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer.
The Grinch looked round, but since reindeer were scarce, there was none to be found.
Did that stop the old Grinch?
No.
And the Grinch simply said,
If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead.
so he called his dog Max.
Then he took some red spit and he tied a big horn on the top of his head.
Then he loaded some bags and some empty old sacks on a ramshackle sleigh.
And he hitched up old Max.
Then the Grinch simply said,
Get out. And the sleigh started down toward the home where the sleighiest news in their town.
all the windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air.
All the Who's were all dreaming sweet dreams without care.
When they came to the first little house in the square,
This is stop number 1.
the old Grinchy Claus hissed. And he conjured out a Then he slid down the chimney with rather tight pitch. But if Santa could do it,
Then so could the Grinch.
He got stuck only once for a moment or two.
then he stuck his head in the fireplace flue where the little blue stockings hung up in a row.
These
He
stockings
grinned.
are the first things to go.
They slithered and slunk with a smell most unpleasant.
Around the whole room, he took every present.
Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates,
Drums, checkerboards,
tricycles,
Popcorn.
and plums.
And he stuffed them in bags.
Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney.
Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast.
He took the hoop pudding.
He took the roast beef. He cleaned up that icebox as quick as a flash. Why that Grinch used to the last can of who hat.
Then he stuffed all the bags. He stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now
Grinned the Grinch.
I will stuff up the tree.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree and started to shove when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and saw a small blue. Little Cindy Lou Blue, who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by a tiny blue daughter who got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said,
Santa Claus,
Why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree?
Christmas tree that won't light on one side, so I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there and bring it back here.
And his bib folded the child.
Then he patted her head and he got her a drink and he sent her to bed.
And when Cindy Lou went to bed with the cup, he went to the chimney and stuck the tree up.
Then the last thing he took was the log for the fire.
He went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On the walls was nothing but books and some wires.
And the one speck of food that I left in my house was the crumbs that was even too small for a mouse.
And he did the same thing to all the others who the crumbs much too small for the others. It was a corner house.
All the Who's still abed.
Oldest who still is snooze.
When he packed up his sled.
Packed it up with her presents. The ribbon. The wrappings. The tags.
And the tinsel, the trimming, the trappings.
3,000 feet up.
At the side of Mount Carmel.
He rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it.
Pooh-pooh to the Who's.
He was Grinch's.
They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I'll know what they'll do. The Who's down in Newville will cry boo-hoo. The mouse will hang up it for a minute or two, then Who's down in Newville will cry boo-hoo. That's the noise. That I simply must hear.
So he paused and the Grinch put his hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started to grow. Then it started to grow.
But this sound was not sad.
Why, this sound sounded merry.
It couldn't be so.
But it was merry.
Very.
Very.
He stared down at Google.
The Grinch popped his eyes.
Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking sight. Without any presents at all. Stop Christmas from coming somehow or other.
And the Grinch with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow.
Said puzzling and puzzling.
How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags.
And puzzled and 3 hours till his puzzler was sore.
Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before.
Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps is a little bit more.
And what happened then?